Hello, y'all. So today I picked the topic identity, which is chapter 5 of our textbook. I picked this topic because it's important to have an identity, not necessarily for other people, but I do think it's helpful, but for yourself, and also to be proud and comfortable with your identity or identities. Many times we make the mistake of confusing identity with labeling and the phrase checking a box. But no, in my opinion, someone's identity is more of a lifestyle, something that affects your everyday life, whether that's in a positive way or a negative. For this assignment, I will go over three of these identities, which is gender, race, and sexual identity. But there are many more identities, as shown in the chapter, like age, class, or national identity. But for the purpose of this video, I will only go into the three I previously mentioned. Which, first, I'm gonna go over gender identity. Gender, so for many years we label genders as two, either men or women, whether that be trans or not, right? I want to go into depth. I won't go into depth into these two. I feel like we all, for the most part, know what they are, right? Instead, I want to focus on gender neutral and non-binary. Someone who doesn't see themselves as a man or a woman. According to the UCLA research, 1.2 million adults identify as gender neutral. So this group of people identify themselves as they, them, or their. Examples include artists like Sam Smith and Demi Lovato, just to name a few. Fluid is a person or persons who connect with both traditional genders. They might feel more of a man someday or more of a woman another. There are many more gender identities, but again, for time purposes, I would only mention these three. Whether you agree or disagree, it's beyond the point. You should respect people enough and educate yourself as well. Which has always been a topic of discussion in American culture. But everywhere else, it's like not really an issue. If you say you were born in Mexico, you just say you're simply Mexican. Or in Colombia, you're simply Colombian. But not in the United States. You're forced to check a box basically as soon as you're born. And me as a Latino, I always have a hard time doing it. Racially, I would consider myself white because my ancestors are from Spain and American Indian or Native American. Culturally and socially, I'm neither. And it turns into a whole ordeal when filling out something as simple as the census or renewing my driver's license. According to the census, there are 5 standalone groups. That is white, Black or African American, American Indian, Asian, and Pacific Islander, and multiracial or biracial. It only applies to people with Black and white backgrounds. So, like, my question would be, should like Hispanics and Latinos have like their own box? Like, because I really have a hard time checking a box, and it would be easier for me just to have a Latino box for me to check. We currently make up 20% American population, or 63 million, according to a research done by pewresearch.org. So I think we should get our own box, to be honest. So then we moved to my final topic, which is sexual identity or sexual orientation. Sexual is a spectrum. It's 100% fluid, and I will go over a few. The first is heterosexual, which is basically straight, which is straight. You're attracted to the opposite sex. Men are attracted to women and women to men. Next, we move to bisexual, which it's either men or women attracted to both men and women. Which, to be honest, I feel like we're all a little bisexual, but I digress. Lastly, no. Well, next it's homosexual, which is gay or lesbian, which is attracted to your own gender. Finally, it's asexual, which is having no attraction to others at all. These are just some examples. There's many more. We are fluid human beings, and we might change our sexual orientation at any given moment. Whether you're curious and want to test the waters, it's perfectly fine. Explore and see what you like and what you don't. And if you're solid in where you're standing, that's great. The end of my presentation. And just remember, your identity is so much more than a simple list of definitions. And it's totally up to you how you want to label yourself. Or you could just skip labels altogether. No matter how you define yourself, just remember you're amazing just the way you are. And my question for you guys would be, what other identities are important to you? Why? What makes them important to you? Thank you guys.